DNVR Broncos Live, coming to you from the DNVR Bar here on the corner of Colfax and York, where it is a beautiful day in Denver. Got a nice little, I think we got a little stretch going.
Yeah, but I'm a little worried.
Like the next couple days.
Yeah, you say a beautiful day in Denver, which means what are we looking like? High 80s and sun? Mm-hmm. And I found out just before the pod that Hank doesn't shower. You said
That's
that.
not true.
And if you add up Hank not showering with high 80 degree days, that kind of scares me sitting next to him. We need that pillow again.
I had a no shower Saturday this last week.
Oh, well,
Banger.
You were sick.
I was sick.
You were sick, and I do
That's
give...
That's one of your exceptions?
It is, yep. If you're sick.
The only exception?
The only exception. Although you're probably even grosser when you're sick, so that's probably when you need to shower the most. But
because you do the least amount of things.
But also, like, if you're really sick, you're just, like, cold sweating, and...
I wasn't that sick.
Okay. Well, then maybe I take back your excuse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know you guys have already heard about this, but... I need as many people as possible in the world to know that I am peaking this weekend.
Yeah.
My life has reached its apex.
I mean,
this weekend.
31 years old.
Yep.
And now this weekend. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. I am getting paid to play golf.
Wow.
I mean, I just don't think it can get any better than that.
Well, it can get a little bit better. What if you're getting paid to play golf as a quote-unquote celebrity?
Yep, that's what's happening. I thought it was like a prank maybe at first that my friends were playing on me. Like, would have got me good,
Was it an email form, a call, a text?
It was DM.
So yeah, that could have been a prank.
Yep. So yeah, I have been asked to be a celebrity guest in a golf tournament, and I'm getting paid for it.
Damn. Yep, that is life goals for you.
Yeah. I was thinking about, because they, made me a very generous offer for a great weekend of golf and fun and all that good stuff. I was thinking, what was the lowest offer? And the person who invited me listens to this show, so they'll probably hear this. But I would have accepted half-price golf.
So you pay half price.
We want you to come to this tournament. You only have to pay half price. I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
And not only are they giving it for you for free, but they're paying you.
Yeah.
Wow. Where is it?
In Fort Lupton.
Okay. So hour and a half?
Yeah, I'm a big Weld Central athletics guy now.
Wow.
Weld Central. What is that?
Yeah, my aunt used to live there. It's north.
So you're going to be in Weld County this weekend?
Yep.
I'm going to be in Weld County this weekend.
Wow.
I am going to a Flo Rida concert in Greeley, if you can imagine all of those things put together. I know. Maybe I'm being pranked. Maybe it's going to be something else.
How much they paying you to go?
I think we had to pay. Yeah.
Really?
Probably not that much.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I think...
I can't
I
believe
Venmoed someone for that. I think it was like $35.
No disrespect to Greeley, but I can't believe Flo Rida has been reduced to playing shows in Greeley.
Oh, I thought the exact same thing.
I'm surprised there's interest there.
Right.
It's for the Greeley Stampede.
Oh,
and
even weirder.
Still, yes, I completely agree. I think every other artist throughout, I think it's like a 2-weekend thing, is what you would expect. Very country. And then there's Flo Rida.
Didn't something horrible happen during one of his live performances?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
Didn't Flo Rida collab with Florida Georgia line at one point?
I mean, it would make sense being Florida, Georgia, and Flo Rida.
Right, Flo Rida Georgia line.
Yes. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, I think that might be a
spin-off.
thing. I think that might be a thing. That's how he got into
smart.
Into the culture.
Smart from him.
Yeah. Just broaden your horizons.
What should we do? How should we expand ours?
This would be like us doing a political podcast.
Oh, wow. That would...
wow.
That would be interesting. But how would we... See, I was thinking more so along the lines of DNVR Broncos Boise State.
Oh,
where we're combining and adding that audience.
But that's too close, I think.
Okay.
Because there's very little overlap between pop, would you call him?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And country fans.
Yeah, that's true. So, man, political.
So we'd be doing a podcast, but in a very different space.
That would be like, I don't think we could physically do it in this space.
No,
I don't think the company would allow that.
Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah, no.
I can assure you of that. Or like, I don't know. What are other things that people podcast about? A music podcast?
Would people podcast about music?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a Flo Rida podcast.
Should we create one?
The goings about of Flo Rida.
Well, he's going to be in Greeley tonight. At least that's his plan.
Damn. He has some bangers. That's going to be fun.
He really... Hank, are you going to be in Weld County by any chance?
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Okay, probably the right answer.
I thought Fort Lupton was like in the mountains or something.
Oh,
I don't
no,
think there's
it's
any
the opposite
forts in
way.
the mountains.
Really? I guess that kind of makes sense.
Can anybody tell me what way is Fort Lupton?
It is
North.
It is
That way.
northeast. Would be my guess.
Yeah, that way.
That's my guess.
That's the Denver County?
Oh, that's a great.
No, it's Weld
yes.
County.
It's Weld County, but it would be the Denver metro area because it's in Weld County, right?
I don't know.
I don't think
Which
so.
is so messed up.
There's
a place
no way.
90 minutes away where there's nothing around, and some people love that. But I mean, that is so different than Denver.
You're talking about Greeley?
Fort Lupton.
Fort Lupton's
specifically.
only like 35 minutes away.
Okay. It's not that far.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, this is it for me.
So if you guys get a whiff while being in Denver, a whiff of some stench, just know that's me.
Wow.
Because I'm in Greeley. Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought you were
exactly.
having a no shower Saturday.
Oh no, definitely not. Hank, no shower
After a
Saturday
Flo Rida concert.
in Greeley.
Yeah,
that
no.
might be the
At the
lowest.
Stampede.
That might be
it's
the
gonna all
lowest you could get
dusty
in
and
terms
shit.
of yeah. I heard last year's Stampede was just a mud. It was just muddy everywhere.
Oh well, it has been raining. I don't know
yeah.
if you've noticed.
No, yes, it has been. Oh man.
Yeah, get your mud boots on.
Yeah.
I went to what's the one in Grand Junction? Country Jam.
That's a big one, right?
Yeah, it's actually sick. Like they have this giant parking lot. I guess it's just a dirt field.
Yep.
That everyone just camps in
Yeah.
for like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's just like 50,000 people camping together.
And just lots of drinks.
Yeah.
Lots
yeah.
of country.
But it was just so dusty
Ooh.
that like your whole body just felt like it was just covered from head to toe in dirt.
That's
And let me tell you, Zach, there's no showers there.
yeah, no, that's pretty terrifying. Around 49,999 other people that haven't showered in 3 days.
I finally figured out what the thing was.
The thing.
It was very difficult to track down because I just had the most vague memory. He did a halftime show at a Broncos game, and it was horrible. Like, he said, like, 4 words the entire time.
Like singing wise?
Yeah. Like, the rest was just, like, the music and him, like, doing that. And they, like,
How long ago was this?
I think it was last year.
At
At least this, or no, maybe it was the year before.
He was at a Broncos, like just
It was a
randomly?
halftime, yeah.
Just a normal game?
Maybe it was the year before. But yeah.
Okay.
And that's why it was so hard to remember because I was like, I know he wasn't at the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know what other big outside concerts I would see.
He played the Broncos post Super Bowl 50 party.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's got to be like almost a peak of someone's life, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Playing
although I don't know, it's actually probably pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like you're used to playing in front of thousands, and then all of a sudden you're playing in front of hundreds.
right, and thousands of people that love you and are obsessed with you, and then hundreds of people that just
I know
they
that
know
song.
you. Yeah, exactly. And they're celebrating their own thing. They're not celebrating you. Henry, you're right. This was when the Broncos were reunited in orange for the home opener
Yep.
against the Jets in 2021.
Wow.
It's wearing a John Elway jersey.
There's a lot of people
Yeah.
here for that. I remember that. Like that was that our first tailgate? I think it was.
Probably.
It probably could have been. This was the first game
first big
back
tailgate, yeah.
after no fans were in the stadium in 2020.
Right. And
So
yeah,
it probably was big.
Yeah.
Probably was a huge game.
that was sick.
What happened in that game? 2021 Jets.
I think
Home opener.
the Broncos won by a lot.
That would have been
Teddy.
Yeah.
So they won.
Yep,
Do you
yep,
remember?
they did because 3-0 start.
It's 26-0.
So yeah, I was right.
26. Was that the last shutout the Broncos had?
Could have been.
Probably.
I think their last 2 are against the Jets.
Wow.
Makes sense.
They have been down bad.
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder you guys don't trust the Jets.
Yes, exactly.
It's fair.
But do you trust the offense or defense more? That's the question today. And to me, the obvious answer, like right when it jumps to your mind, because our question is, do the Broncos have is it more likely the Broncos have a top 10 offense or a top 10 defense? You immediately say, oh, obviously defense.
Right.
But I have some questions about that. Most notably, I think. Do you want the negative question or the positive question?
Let's get the negative out of the way.
Sure.
Do you trust Vance Joseph to lead a top 10 defense?
He's never done it before. So no.
I think he can do it. I mean, the talent is there. He's never had. I mean, maybe that first year he had talent like this, but I mean, this defense is
he had more talent
set up to succeed.
I shouldn't say that I don't trust Vance to do it, but he's never done it. And
That's
Ryan,
true.
that's why. But do you want to ask a positive question? Well, let me ask you.
It's good.
Do you trust Vance Joseph?
No,
Okay.
not even a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow, you're going to be even more intense than I am about it.
Yeah, I mean, from the start, I didn't really think this was a good hire by the Broncos, and there's just no evidence to suggest Vance Joseph has even ever really led a good defense.
Yeah, but you have to throw out all of the Arizona time because nobody could have succeeded there. You could bring back freaking Dick LeBeau and he would have had a 25th best defense in the NFL.
I don't know, man. They had some guys.
They had J.J. Watt, and that was it. Like
Chandler
they had Chandler
Jones
Jones for 1 year. He was big for 1 year.
Buda Baker.
Yeah.
Did they have Patrick Peterson at the very start of his
believe so,
Vance's tenure there? They did. I mean, remember when J.J. Watt went there? That was supposed to be like the next Eagles dream team. And it kind of turned out like that Eagles dream team. Isn't that what they called it? The dream team? The Eagles like 10 years ago with Vic? Yeah. And it turned out like it. It was a complete, utter disappointment.
Right, yeah. It was Vince Young and...
Oh, so that was before Vic.
Yep.
Dang. There were some defensive dudes.
Yeah, maybe like Nnamdi Asamoah.
Yeah, potentially. That sounds right.
Or like Asante Samuel or something. So yeah, anyways. I just don't trust Vance. I hope it happens, but he's never done it before. Yes, this should be one of the most talented groups he's had, if not the most talented group, but he also, I don't know.
A lot happened with Vance that the offense was obviously really bad, which definitely hurt his defense. But he was only 1 year removed from one of the best defenses of all time. He still had Chris Harris, Aqib Talib. He still had Von Miller. He still had so much talent on the defensive side of the ball when he took over in 2017. And again, the Broncos offense really let him down. But in terms of points given up, the Broncos were 22nd in points given up in 2017, which is just... Maybe they shouldn't have been a top 5 defense, but 22nd?
Who was the defensive coordinator for that team?
Joe Woods.
Joe Woods, okay.
Yep. But Vance was calling plays, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
Could have been a mix.
But yeah.
I mean, he was involved on the defensive side.
Oh, heavily.
And so, Ryan, when you ask, you're right. When you phrase this of everyone's just going to say, oh, it's defense, obviously, has the better chance. I would actually, because of coaching, truly make the case that the offense has a better case.
And that was my second question, the positive question. Do you trust Sean Payton to lead a top 10 offense?
Without a doubt, because he's been a coach. Whoa.
With this group?
Whoa.
With this group. We saw what they did last year. They were terrible.
They were terrible.
Worst I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, it was awful. But Sean Payton, he took over the 31st ranked offense in terms of points per game in 2006. In 2005, they were the second worst offense. The Saints were in points per game. In 2006, they were the 5th best offense in terms of points per game. They were the best offense in terms of yards per game. I care more about points, so I'm going to focus on the points. So he flipped them from the second worst to the 5th. What he has to do now is take the worst offense in the NFL and get him into the top 10. That's what we're talking about here. And then the rest of his career, 15 years with the Saints, he didn't have a top 10 offense in terms of points 4 times. 4 times. And his most recent season, he was 19th when he had 4 different quarterbacks. We've talked about how it was Jameis Winston, Ian Book, Taysom Hill, and Trevor Siemian.
Is Russell Wilson more like those guys this year or like Drew Brees?
Well,
we're about to find out.
We're about to find out.
And the argument, and obviously this is, you can't count on this, but Russell Wilson has been a top 10 quarterback and has been like that for 10 years of his career and has been awful, dreadful, miserable. He used every single bad word last year, but it's 10-1.
Yep.
If anyone is going to get close to what Pete Carroll got out of Russell Wilson, you got to think that it's going to be Sean Payton, right?
Definitely.
Well, and then you also go back to that first year he took over with the Saints. So the offense got 178 points better. The defense got 76 points better. So they finished with the if the Broncos were to make those exact same jumps, they'd finish with the number 2 defense and the number 4 offense, which is exactly what the Buffalo Bills did last year.
Oh,
So there's the dream scenario.
and that's
There's
what I
the
was
dream
going to say.
scenario.
There is a chance that the offense being more competent helps the defense to become a top 10 defense.
Definitely.
And it's, it's complementary football at its finest. And in the end, my questions were both based on coaching. Coaching is not the only part of the equation, right?
Right.
It's a small part. But I think the Broncos this year are a wonderful experiment into what coaching means to a team. How important is coaching? Because we felt the Broncos had a fantastic defensive coordinator last year, and he did a really good job. We feel like they're taking a step back in that regard. We felt like they had a horrible offensive play caller last year, and they're taking an incredible step forward. How much does that matter? I think we're going to learn a lot about it. And there is always that underlying, lingering possibility that Russ is just done.
Definitely.
And none of this matters for the offense.
But yeah, the offense being better is why I think the defensive numbers are going to get so much better. Because, last year, the Broncos took 2 minutes and 37 seconds per drive. That was the 3rd worst in the NFL.
Shit.
The Broncos defense was on the field for 192 possessions. Only the Cowboys had more. They were at 193. Like on a per possession basis, the Broncos were by far one of the best teams. They were 4th in yards allowed per drive, 7th in points allowed. They were the 5th most likely to force a punt, 2nd most likely to force a 3 and out. Like all those numbers are so good. They were just put in bad situation. That offense being better should really help them.
Let me just flip it, though, because this is something I was concerned about in the middle of last year. If the offense was ever going to be better, then that would force the opposing teams to not just play like keep away and not just know that they can get to 17 points and win the game. So they just played very mistake-free football where they weren't trying to go for big shots. I do think that if the Broncos offense is scoring more, then other teams will be forced to score more and probably have a little more success in that. Now, I'm not trying to bury the Broncos defense here, but last year they finished as slightly above average. And what people remember is the first 12 weeks of the season where they were top 3 defense in the NFL. And then a lot of people just like to blame those last 5 games on, they were sick of it. Well, you still got to take that into account when you look at the whole
They
season.
also traded Bradley Chubb.
And is Bradley Chubb back here?
Nope.
Exactly. So is Randy Gregory going to be healthy all year? I'm certainly not counting on it. Baron Browning is already starting the season on the PUP, we found out last week. Frank Clark, he gets you 6 sacks, between 4.5 and 6 sacks. That's a nice player to sign right now. I still think it was a really good signing for $7.5 million, only $5.5 million guaranteed. But in terms of him stepping in and really helping your pass rush, no, he's a nice little piece there. So I just think that this defense isn't going to get better than last year. And last year they were an above average defense. I think that's kind of what we're looking at this year.
But on the flip side of that, the Broncos' opponents threw the ball almost 60% of the time last year. It was the 9th most in the NFL. So maybe they pass a little bit more, but it really can't go up too much more. And on top of that, the Broncos probably want other teams to pass more because their pass defense was way better than the run defense by every metric. DVOA had them 7th in pass, 20th in run. I think yards per pass they were 4th, and yards per run they were 12th. And so them passing more, which they really can't do much more, could actually help the Broncos even more. And then I don't know. On top of that, I think I forget which one I was going with. I have one more good stat. Oh, well.
I mean, how many fourth quarters were there where the other team just had to keep the ball out of the Broncos' hands and they just weren't trying to push the ball down the field? And so you're right about they're probably not going to pass more, but there's also differences in a 2-yard pass compared to a 40-yard pass.
Definitely. And they were also by far, the worst defense in the NFL when they were down by 2 scores. So things really spiraled. But in close games, I think they were number 1, not by as wide of a margin, but number 1 in close games.
Yep.
And again, most of it's that Rams game. I mean, the whole thing is the Rams game.
No, but
if you throw out the Rams game, they would have been 5th in points per game allowed. If you drop that down to 38 points allowed instead of 51, they would have been 10th.
Well, then do that for every team. Go and take out every bad team's game.
true.
I
It
don't
won't
think you can
affect
do
it quite
that.
as much. Not a lot of good defenses had a 50-point game.
Yeah.
Well, then is the Broncos good defense then?
Yeah, they were for sure. And I actually
They're above average.
I do subscribe to the theory that they wore down throughout the season. I mean, if you just watch it, like it became clear. They even wore down throughout games as they were out on the field for most of the game. But, go back to the beginning of the season, they were clamping teams.
Yeah.
They won the 49ers game against a team that made the conference championship game. Like, they were balling for a long time, and then the wheels fell off.
The Broncos had a bottom 10 defense or a bottom 10 offense in 2016, the year after they won the Super Bowl. What did the great defense do? They were top 5 in points and yards despite having that bad offense on the field. That's what great defenses do.
They were great.
4 Hall of Famers.
They were great. They
that's
were
a
the best
great
defense in the league that year.
No, they were top. They were 4th in both. So they weren't the best.
Okay.
And that's a great
Who
defense.
do you think was
that's
the
why
best,
not
though?
elite. I don't know off the top of my head. But that's not even elite. That's great defense. I'm just concerned that the Broncos are going to take from coaching, from personnel. I'm really concerned about not the front 7. I should say the front 5. Outside of DJ Jones and Zach Allen, I'm really concerned about defensive line depth and the edge rushers. Yeah, and pass rush, arguably. I think it's a question if pass rush or cornerbacks are the most important part of a defense, but it's right there. Obviously, the Broncos have an elite cornerback. I trust Amari Mathis and K'Wan Williams. So I really like the Broncos corners, but in terms of the edge rush, it's extremely concerning.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to manufacture pressure. It's
Probably.
just not a team that can just say, like, go get them to their edge guys.
Unless Randy's healthy,
So how about well,
which he won't be.
yeah, exactly. So how about this? We talked about Mike Clay, how he, from ESPN, he puts together these massive stats. He does stats for every single player on every single team, and then averages it all out to what Russell Wilson's going to have. We talked about that yesterday. He also does it for how's each unit on a team going to look. Then he averages those out to say, how's each offense and defense going to look? How about this, guys? He has the Broncos defense as the 11th best defense in the NFL this year. I can absolutely see that. Really good, really good.
Good.
Offense, he has them at 13. So he does give the defense a little better of a shot. But I mean, the offense going from 32nd to 13. Would you sign up for this combination right now? 11th best defense, 13th best offense.
Yes. I think that's you have a good chance at making the playoffs with that.
You're close. I know. I was looking at it earlier.
You
It's
wouldn't sign up for that? The defense got slightly better, and the offense got worlds better.
I worry that you're in that same 9-8 miss the playoffs type deal. So since the Broncos last Super Bowl, so starting in 2016, 20% of top 10 offenses have missed the playoffs. 33% of top 10 defenses have missed the playoffs. So I'm not sure what 11 and 13. That probably gets you in. I think I take it.
Definitely over 50%.
So
I think I do it.
So he has the team averaging out as the 11th best team. So obviously, if you just take the top 7 teams, that has them making the playoffs. That's not how he sees it unfolding.
That's the thing.
For some reason, he has the Broncos at 8 wins, so 8 and 9. But when you talk about the offense going from 32nd to
That he's
13th,
overvaluing the Chargers.
potentially, when you see the Broncos go from 32nd to 13th, to me, I mean, I take that in a heartbeat, not only because it's a massive jump, you go up nearly 20 spots, but also I'm saying next offseason, why can't they take an 8-step jump here and be a top 5 offense, or even a 3-step jump, and then they're a top 10 offense? I would not be concerned like you are. I don't think that would be their ceiling. If they jump 20 spots this year, we're just thinking, okay, next year they're going to be competing for a top 5 offense.
Well, and I think if the Broncos have the 13th best offense in the league this year, we will put to bed the Russ is washed and done conversation.
100%. By the way,
I mean,
you guys,
a 20-spot jump, you'd be saying, okay, with Sean Payton, Russell Wilson can succeed.
did you guys see we put out the pod poll yesterday over at DNVR Broncos, and I put Russ's stats that we talked about, that Mike Clay projected. I combined the rushing touchdowns and rushing yards. So I said 4,200 total yards, 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. It's a little slightly misleading because we don't have the fumbles in there because he didn't have the fumbles. You guys both would have left it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 24 touchdowns, 11.
88% of people would have signed up for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Well, and I think it is a little bit like I think people see 4,200 yards, they just thought 4,200 passing yards.
Yeah, I did say total yards and total
I
touchdowns.
know. I just
though.
don't think they're
That's
thinking
fair.
of it
That's
that way.
fair.
But I don't know. I thought we're getting misleading messages from the fans this week. I thought
scary messages.
for a while that like the fans would just be happy with the team being entertaining again. And I think when it actually boils down to it, they will be. If the Broncos are competing game in, game out, and winning more than they lose this year, I think the general vibe around the Broncos will be pretty good.
Agreed.
And that poll agrees with that.
Yep.
People are just, I just want to see a guy who can throw the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, could be cool.
Best
Some guy
season a
responded
quarterback's had
like-
since 2014.
Yeah, yeah.
Some guy responded like, "You could triple the interceptions, and I'd still take it just because it'd be fun to watch."
I mean,
27
24
total touchdowns,
and
33 interceptions.
That would not be fun. It would not be fun, I promise
I mean, would you guys sign up for a 30-30 season?
you. Absolutely
No.
not.
What about a 5,000 30-30 season?
Absolutely not.
No, it would be so entertaining. It's wild that Jameis Winston threw 30 interceptions.
30
is.
interceptions is incomprehensible.
Yeah.
What led the league last year? Probably like 15?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Drew did it the year before at 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 interceptions. You have no idea how bad 30 interceptions feels.
No wonder Bruce Arians said, if we can win with that guy, we can win with anyone.
Yeah, and then they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Wow.
Because he got Tom Brady.
Yeah,
that
for
helps.
sure.
We're going to continue to dive into...
It's kind of like the Broncos. If we can win with Tebow, we can win with anyone. Then they got Peyton Manning.
And then what do? They won like crazy. We're going to continue to dive into Mike Clay's numbers just in the coming weeks because, like I said, he's done numbers for every single person. But Ryan, you said, I bet he's overrating the Chargers. What do you think he has their defensive rank and their offensive rank? And Hank?
I'm going to guess they're both in the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
You want to be a little more bold than
offense,
that, Hank?
I'd say. Oh, should I be more bold? Are they both top 5? Because what the offense? I think offense was 13th last year. Defense, I'm not sure about. So that'd be a step up for sure.
He has their defense 9th overall. So you guys are both right about,
Yeah.
a good one. And then he has their offense as the 3rd best in the NFL.
Wow.
He has them as the 4th best team in the
Where
NFL
does he have their
this
record
year. He has their record at 10 wins. Well, okay, so he has
Fourth
them as
best
the
team in the NFL
He has
wins
them as
10
the
games?
well, he has them as the 4th best team in terms of, I guess, team.
Okay.
But then when he takes in schedule and stuff, he has them winning 10, which he says is the 9th most in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
So just like he has the Broncos as the 11th best team, but only winning 8 games because of the schedule, I would have to imagine.
Like I said, overvaluing.
And the 8 wins for the Broncos would be the 18th most in the NFL. Broncos have the 24th toughest schedule, or no, the 8th toughest schedule in the NFL, according to Mike.
Every time I think about this stat for Mr. James, it just blows my mind.
What is it?
Peyton had 9 touchdowns to 17 interceptions in 2015. The Broncos won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Everything about that stat is mind blowing. That when
Yes.
any team in the NFL would have a quarterback with 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. The fact that it was Peyton freaking Manning, and then the fact that they were the 1 seed and won the Super Bowl.
The
Insane.
1 seed.
Yeah.
With a quarterback who threw single-digit touchdowns.
That is
Now he missed, what, 7 games? 5 games?
5 games. Yeah, I think so.
No, I thought Brock was 5-2.
Maybe he was. Yeah. Yeah, you could be
don't know.
right. Yeah, I think you're right. And to believe that stat, you honestly got to be high to believe that. And if you want to be high, you check out our friends
Wow.
over at Kind Love, where it's going to make you feel better about that stat because then you're going to remember how the season
turbo
ended
time.
with Peyton holding a Lombardi trophy. And if you're going to a parade, you probably want to get that little turbo boost. Ryan, explain the turbo to us.
The turbo, there's turbo sticks, which are essentially like a toothpick that you insert into the joint. And it turns that thing up to 11. And also, like, according to my buddies, and I'm not being facetious, it's too intense for me. According to my buddies who I gave it to, makes it smoke like longer, more sustained, smoother,
Not just more powerful.
not just more powerful.
Dang. And if you want to get that, check out our friends over at Kind Love. They're one of the first dispensaries in Colorado established in 2010. They have the highest quality cannabis and also new products like the Turbo Stick. So check them out. Their farm to table is what they call their seed to sale process. Includes breeding their own genetics, growing their own process control, and packaging. So they control it all. So they know exactly what you're getting. So check them out over at Kind Love. Visit one of their stores in Cherry Creek or North Denver and mention DNVR when you're there to receive a 25% off discount of all of their flower pre-rolls and their turbo joint line. So check them out in one of their stores or go to kindlove.com and use that code DNVR.
And also go over to FOCO because there's a whole bunch of new Nuggets championship gear at FOCO, including some awesome bobbleheads. It's like the guys with the trophies, and I mean, you can imagine. So much cool stuff over there. As always, there's also the Broncos stuff. There's the Avs stuff. There's some Rockies things, although not as many Rockies things, which is probably a good call on their part.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for
A
like
little supply and demand type of thing.
exactly. Oh, I'm going to watch the Rockies tomorrow.
Probably not selling too much Nolan stuff, right? Cardinals are down, right?
They're down bad, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they actually like had
Well,
a miraculous comeback in the standings.
On their homepage, I guess it is a
Homepage.
bobblehead of Nolan or no.
Charlie Brown Cardinals bobblehead. Shows Braves, Phillies, Cardinals, and Dodgers. Which
Anyways,
I don't know. Yeah, I miss Nolan. So yeah, if you want to go get some cool stuff for your man cave or for gifts or for whatever else, FOCO is your best option. And you can get 10% off all non-presale items if you use the promo code DNVR. So go over to FOCO.com or just click the link in the description. Hit 10% or put in DNVR for 10% off.
when we were talking about the turbo joints, I said it's turbo time. Mm-hmm. And that like triggered a huge nostalgia in my brain, but I couldn't figure out why.
Oh.
And then I Googled it and remembered that in the fantastic Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas film, Jingle All the Way, he becomes Turbo Man.
Oh,
And
wow.
when he like goes into action, he says, "It's turbo time."
Wow.
In his voice.
And that was my favorite
That's a
Christmas movie as a kid.
Wow, I have not.
Interesting.
The only thing I've heard of that was Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was the only thing I've heard of everything you just said.
I need to watch
You
one of
haven't
those
seen
Terminator
Jingle
movies.
All the Way?
Definitely
I've
not.
never heard of that.
It's
No.
an incredible movie, by the way. It does
Yeah.
not hold up, but it's great
It's-
nostalgia. You
right,
can just watch
but
it during Christmas time.
Most Christmas movies don't hold up. Most movies don't hold up, if we're being honest.
So you're a Die Hard is a Christmas movie type of guy?
That's a dumb debate.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't really know.
Yeah.
So I
haven't
would
seen
agree
it.
with you.
Here's my thing. I would only watch it around Christmas time. I think that probably answers the question.
So that mean yes, it's a
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
You want to have this debate
Interesting.
now, even though you just said it was a stupid one?
I'm not having the debate. I'm just offering my one take, which is I wouldn't watch that in the summer.
Interesting. Just it's a shooting movie, right? Shoot 'em up.
But I really don't like Christmas music. So
Yeah,
I
you are the Grinch.
don't like watching movies based in Christmas time during the summer.
I could.
Yeah.
I
Vibes
could
aren't
Is
right.
listen.
there Christmas music in that?
There's Christmas music in so many movies. It's
yeah,
terrible.
almost
Oh,
all
really?
of them.
And probably Christmas movies.
Yeah, also just like movies in the winter, because usually there's a scene where it's like Christmas
Oh.
dinner.
Oh, those are the best scenes where it's snowing and there's Christmas music and you see ornaments. I
I
love
hate
it.
when they release a movie in the summertime and then they cut to Christmas. I'm like, no, it's still summer. Stop that.
I was just watching that new Avatar, and it made me think again that like as soon as all the people start coming and blowing all the things up, it was like, well, this is dumb. This is just frustrating to watch. In the beginning, though, like when it's just like cool, it's awesome. And that maybe that's the same thing with the Christmas thing, where it's like first I just like when it's snowy and Christmassy. It's like I'm not sure about
it's
that.
true.
But
It's
then
fair.
maybe you watch it and it's just like, yeah, this is just nice to watch. This is pleasant.
In the winter, it is.
Huh?
Do you watch rom-coms
Yeah.
No.
at all? No?
Why not?
Rom-coms are like the better Christmas type of movies because they make you feel good from start to finish.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I will not be
Die
sorry.
Hard is definitely not a feel-good film.
It's
Nah,
Oh,
I
no.
don't think so.
I mean, it doesn't
happy
sound like one.
ending.
Yeah, but
Oh.
like every movie has a happy ending.
No.
It's really true. Most movies do.
By the way, I've been watching a show recently, which
Okay.
is pretty big for me.
Yeah, that's
Um,
impressive.
I don't really know how we ended up landing on this. I guess it's because Spencer and Kylie recommended it. So we watched Outer Banks. It's a Netflix series.
It's kind of a rom-com.
Man, I hate shows. They're all so bad. But this
Except-
one, like, I like the characters.
Okay.
So I keep watching. But every episode just has to be this, like, big, anxious
Yeah, of course.
thing. Like, every episode has to have this crazy thing that happens where they fuck something up royally and it gets them in a big thing of trouble. And I'm like, do we have to do this every episode for the whole series?
Is that Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
It's so much. I stopped watching Breaking Bad because of this.
Wow.
Like, I was like, oh, let me guess. He's going to press the wrong button this time and get himself into trouble, and then he's going to have to scramble his way out. And there's too many episodes for me to do that every episode. And, like, I didn't like the characters. At least in this show, I'm like, oh, I like the characters. I want the best for them. There's no likable characters in Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad's the best show.
There's zero
The Office
likable
is the best
characters.
show.
Who do you like in that show?
It's not about liking the characters.
Exactly.
That's not what I'm there for. There be entertained.
Who are you supposed to
You're there
root
for the
for?
drama.
I
What do you-
usually don't watch things either. There's very few that have gotten
By
me.
season
That's
2,
why
I was like, I hate this guy. He's such an idiot.
The only
Wow.
TV show that I can actually watch over and over again is Ted Lasso, but that's because it doesn't have anxiety.
No,
It doesn't
exactly.
feel good. It's just you're there for a good time.
Ted Lasso is great.
Make sure to check out Chuck if you haven't. Great.
No, that
Great
show
Chuck
show.
is really
Great
good.
show.
Chuck is incredible.
Yes!
Chuck is so good. That's
we
one of the
we
few.
haven't talked about this since you've been on.
No, we
That's
haven't.
Zach's
have we?
It's
favorite
my
show of
favorite
all
show.
time.
Yep.
Huh. Now that you say that, though, I do remember you saying that before. Yeah, no, that's a great. I mean, it has everything.
Yes.
It really does
It
have
does,
everything.
yeah. It has love.
I know everyone loves Breaking Bad and they'll hate that take, but I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
watch. I went through, like, how many seasons are there? Like 8?
No idea. Never watched it.
I don't know.
I think I made it through like 4, and I was just like, I can't do this every night.
Yeah, being a meth maker is a little bit stressful. Sorry, Ryan.
That would be pretty stressful.
Well,
And
just
why
like
would you
a-
put yourself in that world if it's so stressful?
I would just like someone in the show that I can root for.
I can't believe you wasted our one F-bomb on this show, on this
Wow.
conversation.
I don't even remember
You
it.
didn't save it for the draft.
That's how little it means
You didn't
to
save
me.
it for the draft. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, shall we?
Also, it's a minimum of 1, not a maximum.
Oh, we have to hit a minimum. Oh, so we're the opposite of.
Oh.
What is it? It's PG-13
PG-13.
movies? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be an R-rated movie today.
Yep.
We'll keep it away from NC-17. But let's hop into the comment section, shall we?
Let's do it.
We got a super chat coming in from our guy, Greg S. He says, random off-season pod question. For those who shower consistently, do you face the water or away?
Great
Hank,
question.
You can take this question.
Yeah,
off.
you guys
Wow.
can't answer this since you don't shower consistently. I do
6
both.
days a week is consistent.
Yeah, that would be. Don't you do both?
Or
Or like the
what's
majority of
what's-
the shower?
You get in the shower. What's your first move?
Away.
Turn it on.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call.
No, you turn it on when
That
you're
is
out
true.
of the
You
shower.
turn it on, otherwise it's
I would
too
hope
cold.
so. Yeah, it'd be freezing.
Yeah, you turn it on, step over the thing.
Yeah.
I think I mostly look away.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Some people face the majority of the time, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of just like, are you a post player? You like your back to the basket, or you face up,
Wow.
and hit a couple jab steps before you shoot a fadeaway.
Because you'd have to like put your head back a little bit for it not to. But I
Yeah.
guess maybe that does still hit you in the face.
I don't want. Yeah, it's like splashing off your chest and just like into your face.
Maybe I'll try that
The
today.
only time I look towards the water is washing stuff out of my hair
Yeah. Or face.
or off of your
Or
chest. Like
chest.
yeah.
I face the water when I'm like really tired and I just want the water to hit my face for a while and I just want that heat.
I'll finish with a cold splash in the face.
Cold splash, and that'll wake you up, won't it?
Interesting.
Yep. Or like
Never
actually, what I
crossed my
really
mind.
do is I put the top of my head.
Oh,
and I just
yeah,
let it
that
like
does it. Wait, doing the cold shower has never crossed your mind? Or
Well,
a
not
little
like.
bit? It's supposed
I'm
to.
done. I'm gonna make it cold.
It's supposed to wake you up more than like 3 cups of coffee or something.
I mean, you get your heart racing like that.
Yeah, shocks your body.
You're
Good
like
for your
gasping
skin.
for air.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, try it today. It's not
Oh,
fun at
no.
all. It's miserable
Yeah,
actually.
that
It
doesn't
kind
sound
of
bad.
is like. I kind of enjoy it in a weird way.
It's that, what is that secondhand fun when you do something that's awful, but after you're like, yeah, that was really fun. And it's like,
Oh,
no, it
I've never
wasn't
heard
fun.
this
It's
term.
like climbing 14er. It's
Or like-
awful when you do it. And then at the end, you're like, yeah, that was nice.
Or like doing a polar bear thing, like where you're in the hot tub, you jump into the snow,
exactly.
and you get back in
Oh,
the hot
God.
tub.
yeah. It's,
I hate every part of that. I hate hot tubs in the first place, but I
you
especially hate.
hot tubs?
They're terrible. There's nothing. It's just so uncomfortable. It's so hot, and you're just covered in so much like. It's such a small area to have multiple people in water together.
I have to admit,
What?
younger
gross.
I was, the more I liked hot tub. The older I get, it's a very niche thing for me. Like
Yeah.
a couple times a year.
That's like people's most relaxing thing in the world.
Yeah.
So
I don't get it.
The
Wow.
right setting of a hot tub can be great.
Like not too hot.
Like a light snow is falling.
I hate that the most. And that's specifically what I was thinking about. So I've been in one hot tub in probably the last like 7 years because I hate it so much. We were up in Vail, which first of all, Vail sucks. But then,
Okay, you're just rattling off bad takes right now.
Really bad takes.
I
Vail's
don't
one of the
like
coolest
Vail.
places in the world.
I don't get the point of it.
The point of
One
Vail?
of a mountain town?
What is the point? Like,
Skiing.
but then why would you
Mountain.
go somewhere where it's $270 and it's no better than anywhere else, and you got to stand in line for 40 minutes?
Okay, those are all very
those
valid.
Those are fair
Like that,
questions.
if I'm
Yeah,
going skiing,
yeah.
I'm not going to Vail.
but like
That's
the,
also
the
fair.
downtown area is pretty cool.
Yeah, I love
I've
it.
grown
And
to
see,
like
that's the thing, though.
Steamboat more than Vail.
Okay.
But Vail is a cool spot.
That's my
Vail,
thing,
it's
though, is
like
like-
the town is like you're in Europe.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about it. Actually,
Wow.
Like Steamboat is just
Guess I'm
Colorado.
cultural.
Steamboat is just like Colorado and wants to be Colorado.
Yeah, yeah.
Vail's like, we're trying to be something we're not.
but
But it's still cool.
Yeah.
It's still cool.
when
Yeah.
somebody says something like, let's just go look around the shops, like that just makes me think like, dear God, please no. There's nothing that sounds worse than just like I don't get what the point of the downtown is.
So you're redeeming yourself. You've had a couple good takes.
Wow.
in a
See,
row.
I'm saying it makes think about it more. You're not gonna like. Point is, we're in Vail, and it's like, no, you'll enjoy it. Get in the hot tub. It's like, I know I won't. I get in the hot tub, and it's that same thing where it's like cold out of the water, hot in the water,
it's
and it's just
amazing.
like, no, it makes all of you not feel good. Like it's either way too cold or way too hot.
See, I just think it was maybe too cold. I'm talking like 31 degrees, light snow,
31 degrees is way too cold to be shirtless.
whiskey on ice in your hand.
And you
I
don't
don't-
get
yeah.
out. You don't get out.
No.
Man, this just reminds me of a Christmas movie. This would be like
Wow.
my favorite scene in a Christmas movie. They're outside in a hot tub having a cocktail in Vail at night and little snow's falling down.
Yeah, it would be a good scene in a Christmas movie that I wouldn't
Man.
watch during the
Oh,
summer.
I would watch that right now.
I just read
You're
what
insane, Zach. I'm sorry, dude. Like, that's not a good take.
I just read what Die Hard is, and I think it's a Christmas movie.
What did you read about it?
Have neither of
what
you
told
seen
you
it?
about that?
It's
I've
at
just seen
Nakatomi
bits and
Plaza.
bits and pieces.
In Los Angeles. Oh, it's in Los Angeles. There's probably no snow though.
Anything in LA can't be Christmas.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think I flipped back.
Yeah,
Wow.
I agree.
See, because when I was picturing like they're at a Christmas party and then like all these crazy things happen, I was like, okay, it's happening at a Christmas party. It's probably very Christmas themed.
Yep, there's a lot of Christmas music.
But if there's no snow, how Christmas? Like I was picturing like shots from outside of like the snow
Right.
falling and there's lights everywhere. And
Can't happen.
Not no.
It
Yeah.
rarely snows during Christmas in Colorado. Like,
It really rarely snows in Christmas
exactly.
in LA.
And it's still Christmas in Colorado. Why can't it
I,
be Christmas in
um,
LA?
I like this take. I've always had a big take of like warm weather cities shouldn't have hockey.
Shouldn't
Warm
have
weather
Christmas.
cities can't have Christmas.
Yeah, I can get
New
behind
take.
that.
New
Yep,
take just
I can,
dropped.
I can get behind it. And what the past month has shown us here is that Colorado might not be a warm weather city, so we can still have Christmas.
We have everything.
Yeah,
We're just standard
Yeah.
city.
it's very true. Wow, that sounds bad though.
Just four seasons.
So
some
we're
warm,
a
some
diverse
cold.
city then.
Yeah,
we get
sure.
it all. We get it all. Okay, hop in the comment section. We've
Yep.
got a draft to get to
We
too.
do.
First one coming in from the count says Summer Sermon by Pat Surtain, aka Clamps, aka Clampy McClamperton, aka PS2. Oi, oi. Great.
Nice.
A letter from cornerbackians to the Arvadans or Aurorans, if you get them mixed up. And the Lord did grin, and the people did feast
Wow.
upon the lambs and sloths and carp and anchovies and organtons and breakfast cereals and fruit bars and large chunks of Hank's leftover illegal Pete's. And then the Lord attempted a pass my way and quickly realized that I earned a master's degree from a little state school he'd forgotten about named PBU. Numbies knows where this is. And he tossed towards pay
get
dirt,
it.
fell silently to the turf that let himself had designed a fat million years ago. You guys following? Because
Wow.
I'm not.
No.
And the
Wow.
Broncos did winneth many a filthy, low-scoring games against the evil and tyrannical teams in the AFC West. And the people were happy. RK wept.
Wow. I lost it. Sometimes I'm worried that the count is sending like subliminal messages to our viewers that we don't know.
That's a great point.
like
Like
there's a
when
code.
for
Also-
months we read names and it actually was bad things.
Also, the goal of my take that warm weather cities can't have Christmas upsetting people succeeded.
I'm sure. I'm very
yeah.
sure that is upsetting
How can you think
people.
I was serious about that?
I don't know. I'm pretty serious about that.
People were really upset, man.
Speaking of, is it almost half Christmas?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're 2 days away from half Christmas.
Wow. What should we do?
Have presents.
We should put a list together. That can be Monday's podcast.
Oh,
Someone
there we
said,
go. What the Broncos wish for Christmas?
For half
For half
Christmas.
Christmas?
Someone
I like
said-
that.
Yeah.
Steven said his wife is from Australia, and on Christmas there they have barbecues, like we would 4th of July.
That's so wrong.
That's-
so
yeah.
wrong. Yeah, and all the
I think
Southern
that sounds
Hemisphere is
lit. I don't
warm.
like the cold.
Yeah.
so
Also,
I'm in.
it was. I've seen like pictures of them. They're out in the beach and they're like surfing in Santa Claus hats and all that.
Yeah,
It's kind of
that's-
dope.
No, don't like it.
That's sick.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, because of the new rule.
Yeah, can't like it.
Can't-
Can't like it.
Oh, I can like it. It's just they can't have it anymore.
Oh, good. Okay, take those Santa Claus hats away.
Did the count bring up a sloth? Did I hear that right?
Or I read it wrong, but probably, yeah.
I think he said sloth.
Actually, I don't see the word sloth.
Okay,
in
you
here,
are
so
nothing if not a
I'm-
man with takes.
Yeah,
We
the
have
count.
to take you seriously until stated otherwise. No, you got that so backwards.
Let's see.
What
let's-
was Ryan going to do? Like just run around the southern hemisphere and just like take everybody's lights and presents and stuff? Like
Like the Grinch.
yeah.
that? would be
Trust me when I
incredible.
tell you, you should do the opposite of what you said. Don't take me seriously until stated otherwise.
Can we take you seriously on this question?
Sure.
Broncos Only says, I have come to see the unit of a year's time divided into 3 segments. Football season, the first half of off season, and the second half of off season. What date or event would you guys see as making the end of the first half and beginning of the second half of the off season? One more thing. I'm trying to decide between going to the Green Bay game on October 22nd or the KC game on October 29th this season. I can't go to both. Which one should I go to? Broncos Only.
I would do the
Are you giving
29th.
real advice?
Yeah.
Is this real
This is
advice?
real.
Okay,
Take me
okay,
seriously.
okay.
Oh, okay.
I would go to the Chiefs game.
I would too.
You have a better chance for glory. But also, sporting events around Halloween are always a little extra lit.
Do you allow Halloween and depending on what the weather is?
What about in like
Easily my
Alaska where the sun doesn't set?
Oh, that's
it's-
ultimate Halloween.
So that's like daytime all
I don't
day.
know what that has anything
Oh,
to
it
do with
doesn't.
this.
It doesn't.
Like that,
In
it actually
October,
happens. It actually happens in the
24/7
summer. So I'm not,
lights. Yeah, yeah.
that doesn't happen anywhere in October.
Yeah.
Right.
Where's there
Right.
no nighttime?
Easily my least favorite holiday. But yeah, I allow Halloween any and everywhere.
So you will allow costumes at the game?
Yep.
Do they have to be Broncos themed costumes? Wow. Okay. Okay.
I think a Bronco jersey over costume is a good move.
I would say, yeah, bro, you gotta go Bronco over Halloween.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
But I think like you wear the costume,
Oh,
then,
over.
like
okay.
you're whatever, you're like a fairy or something. And then all of a sudden you're a Broncos fairy or a fairy with a Bronco jersey. You know?
Yeah. 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 A fairy.
No.
You're Russell Wilson. Just deliver us the goods. However you're gonna do
There
it.
we go.
Okay, so I think the second half of the offseason starts when the Broncos offseason program wraps up. Because that's when there's literally no news for 6 weeks.
Yep.
Short.
It is.
Short second
It
off
is.
season.
It is.
It's also the time where we go the most off the rails.
Exactly. That's why I think it's just different than the first half of the offseason.
That's where you just start hearing me say shit like you can't have Christmas in warm weather cities.
It's very true. It's very
Yeah.
true.
Find
Next,
a new holiday.
Arvada Luke says, Sirs, Arvada is getting nestled between I-70 and Westminster. Aurora is home to DIA. It's not true. Denver is home to DIA.
Oh, don't do that.
Our
Isn't
town is a
DIA just DIA?
Denver International Airport.
Because like you drive out there and you're like 10 miles away and it says you are now at Denver International Airport and you're like, well, what are all these hotels and things?
They created a little annex
Yep.
of
Literally
Denver
the
to be able to
street-
call it Denver
yeah,
International
the
Airport.
street
Okay.
is Denver. If you ever veer off until you get to the airport, you're no longer in Denver.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And also, do you guys know DIA changed its name? It's no longer DIA.
What is it now?
It's DEN, D-E-N.
Yeah.
That's the official airport code name.
Which I
Well,
just
we knew it was the official airport code name.
but I think it was DIA at some
oh
point.
I think
Interesting.
thought so. But no, they
just-
want people to stay
Den.
den
DEN?
or DEN. I'm not
Fly
even sure.
into our den.
Which like when you have a thing that people have said for 20 years,
Why?
Don't rename yourself.
Yeah, why are we rebranding? Until it's canceled, no need to rebrand.
Ugh,
And I don't think this one's being canceled.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. Okay, so that was just the very beginning of his
Speaking of which, we have time. Colfax, 15th. If it turns out Mr. Colfax ever did anything wrong, that should be Jokic Street.
comment.
Oh, because it's 15th Street.
Exactly. So, like, if there's ever, I don't know, you know the things that happen to people from back in the day.
Yep.
If it ever happens, Jokic Street.
Man,
I didn't
well,
know Colfax was named after a guy.
I had no idea
I mean,
either.
he's got every street's named after a guy.
He was
Okay,
vice
there's, like-
president. Wow.
Sandy Colfax.
Sandy Colfax. Man, it should be named after the best sports person that's ever been in Colorado,
Yeah, how is 7th just
which could be a debate.
What?
7th should be Elway. How is 7th just 7th? Like, that one's not even taken.
What if we did that?
7th is a great street.
Renamed every
is.
street.
One of the top
best
streets.
number. 7th is a really good street.
17th
6th
is a good one,
6th
too.
Avenue
For
Parkway.
Osweiler?
30th.
Helton Street. Yeah.
Could
I'd
go
be cool with
30th
naming
TD.
all of them
Yeah.
after athletes.
3rd is Wilson Street.
No.
Russ? No, you know what 3rd is? Let's Ride.
No.
A street that's called Let's Ride.
You have to
that
earn
would be
this shit.
dope. That would be dope.
It's more likely to be Lawson Street.
Oh, wow.
It's true.
Damn, Ty.
Iverson
No.
High
Street.
Street.
Iverson AI.
Yeah. Wow.
Iverson
it would have to be
Avenue.
Iverson over
That's
Lawson.
slaps.
Iverson Avenue. That is dope. I love it. One is Elam Street.
Yeah. No, Billups
It's
because he's
Jokic
actually from
and
Denver.
Summer League Street.
Billups. But, well,
Summer
what,
League
what
Jokic
number would
Street.
Billups take? It'd have to be 1 because he's not
Billups
taking
is
He's
one.
not
It could
taking
also be
7,
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In Boulder.
No.
To push it for
Yeah,
Boulder.
we're
He
doing
was also
Denver.
4 the first time around with the Nuggets.
Keenum Street.
No,
Case.
stop. Okay,
Kasem? Okay, next comment, or he continues and says, our town is a total sports haven. There are at least 3 Nuggets flags flying on my block at this very moment.
yeah.
I am always on the lookout for potential DNVR Bar West branch locations. Of course, RK likes Schoolhouse, best CU bar in Old Town.
Didn't know that.
To elaborate on my draft idea, the Broncos' bad decisions could be managerial. Example, drafting Tommy Maddox, or in a game, Raheem Moore. Speaking of drafts, it's frustrating that the NBA doesn't complete trades of picks like the NFL. Nuggets drafted 3 guys without being mentioned by the commish outside of the introductory speech. Is quote, the Big Quesarito a good nickname? I've heard of PBU. I think they have a certificate program in route management. Arvada Luke.
Wow. Route management.
Jokic has way too many good nicknames. Like the Big Quesarito would have been incredible.
Yeah,
But Joker is too good.
Yeah.
it is.
And Big Honey is also amazing.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
Doesn't he hate Big Honey though?
I don't think so.
But I mean, they're really
I don't think he really likes Joker.
I don't think he likes or dislikes anything.
just in life.
He just
Yeah.
does.
outside of his daughter.
He does
And
like
life.
his daughter and horses.
Loves his daughter and horses. Yeah.
I saw a guy who had a stand-up routine about Jokic.
Wow.
That's how big time
in
we
a
are
good
now.
way.
It
Yeah.
was just all about how like he hates his job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But he's good at his job.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that would have resonated better with anybody who isn't a Nuggets fan. Like, because as a Nuggets fan, it's like, yeah, this is, we all know, like,
We've
we
done
all,
this bit.
the tweet has happened
Right.
over and over and
right.
over
Yeah,
again.
that's very
You guys
true.
are 2 years too late.
That's how
80
every Nuggets take these
That's
days.
very true.
Yeah.
805 Broncos says, "Damn, Henry, 5-putt double bogey.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was bad.
Golf-related question, though. What are your feelings on getting paired up with random twosomes? Sounds like you had a good time with the last one.
Rusty and Gene.
But how do you feel about it in general? My brother and I avoided it at all costs. We will book our tee time for 4 people and tell the pro shop that the other 2 bailed last minute so no one else will book the other 2 slots. And
dick move.
if we are approached by a single or twosome at any point during the round and asked to play together, we just straight up say no. We aren't particularly antisocial, but I don't pay $90 to play with strangers that are possibly terrible golf partners.
And that's the
Plus,
thing.
we are also degenerates, and it's not polite to shotgun beers and shots on the tee box with 2 older people that aren't
Yeah,
drinking.
They don't care.
And that's where I would say, like, you shouldn't do that. Like, they let the course fill the thing out. But when they charge you $70 freaking to go golf, no. That's way too much money. You're
It's
good.
like
So it gets to a point of how much you're paying.
Like, if
I
they
have
want that
a-
much money, they're doing just fine.
it's pretty expensive to run a golf course.
That's fine.
I'll just say this: find 2 more. Problem solved. You need 2 more degenerate buddies to go golfing with, and no problems. My take on this is it reminds me of like going to a dinner party with your girlfriend's friends.
Okay.
It always sounds way worse in theory than when you show up.
Damn, you hate Allie's friends?
No, it's just like
That's
I
what
don't.
That's what I heard.
No,
You're
Allie's
right.
friends
Yeah,
are
he
great.
thinks he does.
The thing is, I don't want to do things.
Yeah.
So when I
Right,
find
right.
out I have to do something,
Yeah.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
And it's like-
we found out this week that you don't like to do things like ahead of time.
I
I
don't-
didn't know that about you.
I never like the thing I'm doing other than golf until I'm doing it. So then, like, I show up at the dinner party. I'm like, oh, I love these
Yeah.
people. This is fun. Why did I dread this all day? Because I just wanted to go home and watch sports. But
Or do you have? Is this a forced take because you are playing golf this weekend with 3 randos?
4 randos.
It's 5 people.
Yeah, the tournament is if you book a foursome, you get a celebrity fifth.
Damn.
No, I would say I can count on one hand the amount of bad experiences I've had with the people I got paired with on a golf course.
And you've been paired with a lot of people, I'd imagine.
Thousands, probably.
Wow. So do you pretty much always get paired up if you're not in a 4?
Yes, especially post-COVID. Every tee time is taken.
Dang.
But I mean, I get it. Like, it is a weird thing. It sounds really bad. You're like, I don't want to play with 2 random people.
Yeah.
Almost every time it works out.
Yep.
Because probably most of the time they're there for the same thing as you.
Rusty and Gene, you know, if you were just judging a book by its cover, you'd have been like, oh, great, they're not going to want us to play our music, this, that, and the other. I was like, hey, do you guys mind the music? They're like, we love the music.
Was it Hank's Spotify or was it Ryan's Apple?
Well,
no,
it
I
was-
flipped them.
Yeah, you did.
It was Grateful Dead for about 13 holes.
15.
Oh, that's
15
probably
holes.
good.
15 holes. But then on came, Fireman by Lil Wayne?
Can you sing it to me?
I would get canceled.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of bad words.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, so
Yeah.
yeah, I can imagine.
It just,
And that was back to Grateful Dead.
no, we went actually, so Rusty was a great sport about the music until Fireman came on. And he didn't say, like, you need to change this. He just said, how did we go from Grateful Dead to this?
And you picked up what he was putting down.
And I was like, I don't know. I didn't mean to do it. It just one playlist ended, another one started.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, I'll switch it back. So then we just went back to John Mayer.
yeah, smart. Something easy.
Yeah, I like slower, more melodic music on the golf course.
You don't want to be like pumped up.
Yeah, that doesn't help you.
You want calm. Makes sense.
I was getting pumped up that day. Once I had,
That's why you 5-jacked.
that is true. Well, no, because I wasn't pumped up enough.
That's
I couldn't
true.
get up the damn hill.
It's true.
You know what you also do on the golf course without a doubt? You sip Breckenridge beers.
Yes.
I mean, just all
Oh,
day.
yeah.
And you know what a great one is right now when it's hot out, when you're on the golf course? Mountain Beach Sour. It is delicious because it's a nice sour beer, has a really good flavor, but it's not too overpowering of a sour. And that's kind of where sours get a little too intense for me is when they're too overpowering. Mountain Beach is fantastic. So grab yourself some Breckenridge beer, whether you're DNVR Bar, whether you're going to the golf course. And if you're going to the golf course and you're like, dang, I need to find some Breck beers, go to breckbrew.com. Top left corner, there's a beer locator. Click on that, and it's going to tell you not only where you can find Breck beers, but where you can find specific Breck beer. So check them out. It's the official beer of DNVR. We love it, and you got to get some because it's a Breck Brew Friday.
It is a Breck Brew Friday. Also, our good friend Merchel wants us to let you know that we are having a DNVR Locker pop-up shop at the All Cards Weekend Card Show at the Crown Plaza Airport Convention Center, which may or may not be in Denver.
Yeah, no idea.
Airport?
Wait, where is it?
Crown Plaza Airport, comma, Convention Center.
Oh, you know what? I think that isn't the airport you're thinking of.
Where is it, Mitch?
I think. Oh, it's by the airport. It's not
But
by.
it's off the road,
It's
so
not by
probably
the
out of
old
Denver.
airport though.
No, is that where all those new hotels are?
Oh, okay. So yeah, it probably isn't in Denver then.
15500 East 40th Ave.
Also, Terrell Davis.
Denver,
will be-
Colorado.
Oh, it's right off the highway. Okay. Yeah.
Denver, Colorado.
TD's going to be there signing autographs. Don't tell him that we removed him from the Denver Sports Mount Rushmore yesterday.
Uh-oh.
He should be happy he was on.
Damn.
Got a good run.
But he got.
20,
Who's the fourth?
20 years. So,
Joker, Sakic, Elway.
and Patrick Waugh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good company.
I know, but it came down to TD or Patrick Waugh.
Yeah.
And as with a lot of accolades for TD, just longevity ended up hurting him.
Yeah.
And also Patrick Waugh, in my opinion, is the Denver athlete that has the best case of any to say they were the best at their position of all time.
That's a good point. Yeah, it is a good point. That's a great conversation.
It was a
I
good
love
conversation. Check it out, TDSP.
Let's do a Mount Rushmore Broncos soon.
All right. sounds
Okay, shall we? Did you tell our friends about Backus and Shanker?
No, I didn't.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the celebrity guests at the card show.
Oh. As a celebrity guest, if you have any questions about celebrity guests, I can answer them for
Did
you.
you see Ryan's face on here? Is Ryan's face popping up?
No, not
no,
on there.
no, doesn't look like
Oh,
he's
it's
gonna
a
be
Oh,
there.
that was Ryan's face, right?
No, that's Martin Kleba.
Oh,
Kleba?
okay, yeah.
Kleba?
Sorry, look the same.
Kleba.
You look the same.
He's
Bald.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Also, they got the kid who licked the pole in Christmas Story.
Yep.
Oh, Ralphie?
Is that Ralphie?
Oh, it's the other kid. It's the second most notable actor in that movie.
Yeah. Okay, but the
The point
point
is
is
Backus and Shanker.
Backus and Shanker. So if you lick a pole and get your tongue stuck to
Oh.
it, and there was no sign,
If someone forced you to lick
Yeah.
a pole.
or they forced you to lick the pole, even if they just didn't say like "Don't lick this pole" on the pole, then you can
You
at
might have
least
a
call
case.
and get your free consultation and see what happens. Hopefully, you call after you get your tongue unstuck. Otherwise, it could be kind of tough to
Talk.
tongue stuck in the hole. Yeah, that wouldn't work. So definitely wait till after. But you just call 222-2222 because Backus and Shanker will help you get money for the horrible thing that happened to you that was not your fault. They've been helping people who are seriously injured in Colorado for more than 25 years. They have offices all around the state, more than 30 lawyers on staff. They've won over $1 billion for their clients. So Backus and Shanker will help with all kinds of injury cases where you weren't at fault: car accidents, motorcycle accidents, ride shares, pedestrians, trucks. They can even help if you're injured at work. So call them at 222-2222 to find out if you have a case for free. Backus and Shanker wins.
We got a draft. The Nuggets drafted last night. We've got to
can go
draft
faster than that.
quickly.
go
The
slower, too.
best places to have a drink.
This is such a great draft.
What? Because it's your idea?
I mean, that helps it. No.
I cannot believe. I came up with the draft 2 weeks ago. Ryan wasn't on the show. I thought it was great. Everyone loved it. Best draft ever. And then Ryan comes on the next day and he's like, yeah, what a terrible draft.
Yeah, it was
and then last week
awful
we do
draft.
Ryan's idea and he's like, what a great draft
Yep.
idea. This week we're doing Ryan's
Yeah.
idea and he's like, what a great draft idea.
Let's be clear about this. You guys just keep saying, what should we draft? And then I give a great idea.
Henry,
It's not like I'm
you're
forcing
up
my
next
ideas
week.
upon you.
You're up next week.
Cool. I thought we did great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst places for a first date. That's an incredible draft.
Damn, I love it.
It's an incredible draft.
Let's draft the best drafts ideas.
Draft best draft ideas. Wow.
Once we do that, we will officially have jumped the shark on drafting.
I would draft the best drafts draft.
Damn.
Best draft.
What is that called? Yeah. We're in
The Twilight Zone?
yeah.
Oh no.
Or
not
that
again.
one movie.
Inception.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I
of.
do
You
like
knew it.
Inception.
That was impressive.
That's a good movie.
That's literally Inception
Yeah, it
almost.
is.
That's a
Wow.
very good movie.
Okay, should we draft?
Let's
draft.
draft. Who's getting the first pick this week?
I think we've all had the first pick at some point, right?
Man, it's hard for me to remember.
Do you just want to do this order?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
know.
yeah, here you dropped the ball. You didn't put the number of wins each of us have had next to
Oh,
our
my
name.
goodness.
Also,
I
it says best places to
specifically
have beer, and
requested
this
it.
is best places to have a drink.
And I
that's
didn't
different.
put beer on Notion. I didn't put beer on Notion. Wow.
No, have a drink.
Have drink.
To have drink. Serbia.
We'll have drink.
Okay. So we're gonna let Hank pick first.
Sports.
At a
Sports beer.
sporting event.
Sports.
Sports.
At a sports event.
Okay,
That
does
works
count
too.
Like sports bars, like
No, sporting
just
event.
At a
sports-
sporting
Sporting
event.
event. Ryan's
Okay.
going to take sports bar next.
No, I'm
A
not.
lot of these are gonna have very long names.
No.
Sport.
Sports event. There we go.
Sport event. There we go.
Because you don't need the @a. There
The
we
good
go.
thing about these programs that we use to create the graphics is you can change the font size.
Ah, that is nice. Look at
Wow.
that. What a sophisticated program.
It's a
we
great
got.
program.
Damn.
I think it's a program.
Yeah, I mean, Zach picked Golden Retriever last week, and it fit in there. Like, we're fine.
Yep. Oh, yeah, here made it work. That's why we love him. Except when he doesn't look at Notion.
This is just.
I didn't check how many. I haven't checked it in 2 days.
I actually think this probably should have gone number 1 overall, and it's on the beach.
Yeah, I can't show you my list because you'll take everything else, but that's clear. I told you yesterday, there's clear number 1 pick.
Yeah,
That's the clear number 1 pick.
It's and on the beach is like really the best would be like at a bar near the beach.
I disagree.
Interesting.
On
You
the
think like
beach.
take a beer, walk down to the beach, drink it?
Yep. Probably if we're doing this scenario, a little pina colada.
I'm imagining this place that I went to in Mexico is called the Beach Club.
I mean,
And
it sounds good.
It's like you're looking at the beach from the bar.
Well, how about this? You do beach bar.
No, I'm gonna do the beach, and that's however anyone interprets that.
Okay, fair. Let's see if I can do this one. Let's see if you'll allow it. On vacation.
No.
Gotta be more specific.
Yep. That
We-
tries to come into my territory.
Both
So,
and mine too.
This
Yeah,
was
yeah.
this was best places for a drink.
Yep.
That
A vacation is not a place.
yeah, it is. It's like it's a mindset.
You can try this all you want, but
You-
it's 2 against 1, and you're gonna lose.
You wanted
Exactly, it's a mindset.
You wanted to do this one because it could be so ambiguous and we could take it so many places. Now you're like, no, you have to be sitting
Well,
in
it has
a
to be
certain
a
area.
place.
You could take it so many places. A
Oh,
place.
this is
Vacation,
boo.
not a place.
Okay, so
unless you want to be like Vacation Arizona, I'm
so
sure that exists.
you guys are gonna steal my top 3 picks because I had the beach number 1, vacation
Wow.
number 2, and I had game 7 number 3. You're gonna steal that because you can be like, oh, Henry already
That's a
chose
sporting event.
events.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
What
So
about
my
you sports?
my 4th
Baseball,
Let's see if you guys
football.
leave in the. I don't know if I should do this on my 4th. So then, you guys wouldn't allow the 4th of July, would you?
You could say 4th of July barbecue.
Or just barbecue and take all barbecues away from everybody.
I wanna go pool here.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had drink at a pool or a beach.
Wow.
Man, we need to just like help Henry live.
You need to live. Okay, do I go true to myself right here?
You've never had a drink at a fucking pool?
I don't go to pools.
Never, not growing up?
I didn't drink.
I think Henry
touche.
doesn't.
Touche.
So Henry's just anti-chlorine.
It's not the chlorine. It's the people in there. It's anti-people juice.
He's also people juice.
My
Yeah.
parents have a pretty cool pool. I'm gonna bring you there this summer. We're gonna have a drink.
Dude, he's not about
You're
your
gonna
people.
love it.
He's not about your people juice.
I don't know.
I'll let you just have it to yourself that day.
Dang.
Really?
Even like showers. Why?
I need you to
that's a good
experience
point.
things
He
in
doesn't
this
like
life.
water.
I'm just not into that.
So you don't like beaches? You don't
No,
like
I like beach. I'm probably not gonna get in the water.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be a little bit whiny later when I'm all
Also-
sandy, but I would enjoy it.
Gotta say, I probably have to give a free advertisement for this. No, I'll try to describe it without free advertisement. The new koozies that they've created, that one place specifically,
That they've created.
that keep beers cold just forever.
Oh, YETI.
Yes. Has made beach drinks and pool drinks go up a level.
Yeah,
They
it's
also,
true.
they also have
Because that was a bad thing about beach drinks is like you set it in the sand or something and it's warm.
Yeah.
10 minutes later.
And there's sand all over it.
Yep.
They also have a little anchor where you can put it at the bottom of the like on the actual water. You like put it in the bottom, keeps your cooler on top, inside of the water.
Oh, you're thinking like
inside the water.
we're doing like
Damn.
river beers.
And then you just pee in there and you're good.
No, like
you
your
never have to
cooler's
get
in
out.
there, like,
right.
yeah,
Your
like, you know-
cooler's in there, your bathroom's in there, so you're
my
never
God.
getting out of the
I mean,
water.
if you pee in a pool, you're pretty disgusting.
Oh, in a
my friend.
pool?
No, you're not.
How are you anchoring that?
I mean, a beach or whatever.
yeah,
you pee, you're
exactly.
kinda
I mean, come on.
yeah.
All right.
Everything pees in a.
Exactly.
So
if you
it's
pee
back
in
to you, Zach.
water, you pee in the
It's
pool,
me.
you pee wherever you pee. Everybody does it.
Maybe not in a pool, but in the ocean.
Everybody-
Everything happens.
If you
in an
look in a
ocean.
pool, there's 10 people, 7 of them have peed in it. Or
I mean,
will.
you're probably not.
That's
wrong,
why I don't get
especially
in.
If you're with kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
I would pee
one.
if I was in it.
Pod poll. Do you pee in pools?
Do you pee in pools?
At least half of the answers will be lies.
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Are we doing? Have you ever or do you? Because have you ever?
Everyone has.
Well, then let's see
Everyone
how many. People,
has.
let's see how many people lie.
I think
Have you peed in a pool?
Okay.
I saw a video a couple days ago of this girl. And there's like It's like it must be like a bar and a pool, some sort of thing.
This better be quick.
It had the dark blue cloud. So it's like the dye, and so she's like an adult, and people just start like looking, and she tries to get.
I thought that was fake.
I always thought that
I
was
did
just
too.
a threat that your
Yes,
parents
I did
said.
too.
Yes, because
I mean, I
never
saw it on the internet. It might be fake. It could be a fake video.
Oh wow, that's great. Okay, I'm going next one on a plane.
Plain drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's gonna hit with a good crowd.
Oh wow, I thought I was gonna end my draft right there, but you know what? I stayed true to myself.
No, that's some people really enjoy that. I actually prefer an airport drink to a plain drink.
Okay. Never done an airport drink. That's a lie. Did one with you guys.
Yep.
I've only done one with you guys.
Yeah, when you showed up, we were like, we had margaritas and shots on the way.
It's very true. It is very true. Okay, Ryan.
As someone who loves the airport, you should just go a little earlier,
I
get
know,
a drink.
I
More
should.
people watching. Back to
Yeah.
me. I'm going to. Oh, two really good picks here. Which one am I more okay with losing?
Wow. If I might make a good pick.
I'm going rooftop.
Oh,
That's good. Yep. Really good pick.
Yep.
Hank, take one of his.
I'll
Take the
take
other one.
golf and river.
Yeah. Golf was the one that I had to decide if I wanted to lose it.
For some reason, I thought we were still talking about peeing. We could do best places. To
Oh,
pee next.
best places to pee, so good.
You're like, damn, peeing off the rooftop. That's sick.
Oh, river pee, great
You get
pee.
10
When you're
points
like
if you
hanging
get
onto the
some.
back of the raft.
River
Oh,
pee
my
might be the
goodness.
most dangerous pee.
Yeah.
Rivers
for
are
real.
dangerous.
Organisms.
You could create a current.
Yeah, or that organism that swims up
Oh
pee
God.
streams.
Oh God. That's awful.
We don't have those up there.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
you
Up
know
there,
of.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think
Okay,
you
it's
are.
back to
Oh,
me.
yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
back to
prepared
you.
to go that quickly.
See, it sounds like a
we have
pee
time
joke
limit.
right there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I have to go to the bathroom
Being at a sporting event is elite.
in a trough.
I'll take boat.
Damn it! I was just thinking boat probably would have been better.
Yeah. Was that one? Was that your other one?
No,
Did Henry
golf
let it
was
fall?
my other one.
Golf,
It was rooftop or golf. I figured more people like rooftops than golf.
I'm going on the top of a mountain.
Ooh, like
Yeah.
14er.
Yeah, I was gonna
hard
say
beer.
14er. Yeah, so say 14er.
No, you can do on top of the mountain,
Okay, on
broaden
top
it
of
out a
mountain.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that we'll talk whether that includes something else later. I don't want to give any ideas.
It's back
Oh,
to
we
you.
gotta spell it. People aren't gonna know, and then
Top
that's gonna hurt
MNT.
me.
Munt.
I'll fix it in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Just for me, for my reference.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, short for mountain, just MT.
True. Short for mint.
Wow.
Munt.
Montana? Is that what Montana
I see
is?
TMT, and I just think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
After I spelled it out, that's what I thought immediately.
Oh, because there was an N in there too, so it's TMNT.
Wow. Yeah,
Top
you're right.
Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh, it's me again. Sorry. Will you guys let me do the moon? It's a place.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever had a drink on the moon?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't
feel
think
like
it's.
You
that's-
probably can't
No.
drink
You guys
alcohol
are
in space.
so
I bet you could.
lame.
It would
Oh
d-
yeah. Do you think you'd get drunk so fast?
No, because you're in a pressurized thing.
Oh man, where
But
do I go here?
Altitude.
No, there's no altitude in a pressurized
I think.
bathroom.
I think
Okay.
I would allow the moon.
I say no.
No,
That's a
fine.
place.
Okay.
No, take it.
It's a
Please.
place.
Moon.
Please
there we
take
go.
it. It's
Thank
such a bad
you.
pick.
Thank you. Let's
It's
go,
such a
baby.
bad pick.
It's creative.
No, it's not.
Ryan?
There's
give
a-
us
I can't
something.
wait until someone responds and says you can't drink alcohol in space.
There's a crater on the moon named Beer.
Beer
There we
crater.
go.
Interesting. All right, it's
Ooh,
back to
Buzz
me.
Aldrin took communion on the moon.
Let's go, baby. That'll be wine.
Yep.
I will take. I have some really good picks left. I'm gonna take barbecue.
Yeah,
barbecue.
I was gonna go there if you didn't allow it.
Yep.
Henry, round us out.
Yeah, that was a real shame.
I definitely won this one.
I'm going to say, give me shower. Give me a shower beer.
Ooh.
Ah,
Another one that
okay.
I know people like. Not really my thing.
I think I've done it once, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
you're cleaning yourself, and then soap gets on the can, and then it's like, well, you chug it, but
Well, shower beer on
It
a
would make more
vacation.
sense for you because you like
Okay.
long showers.
yeah.
I'm trying to get in and out of there as fast as I can. Then I'll just have a beer afterwards.
Well, I am too. My shower's gonna be so much longer if I have to focus on drinking a beer too.
Well, it's like
You're in there for an hour. I mean,
I'm busy.
That's true.
I'm doing
Oh,
stuff the
wow.
whole
It's
time.
literally
Busy.
a beer shower on vacation after you went to the beach.
Yeah, I mean
That's the best.
that's
like,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually I'm using that shower to like wake myself up a little bit when I come back from the
after.
beach.
That's a good point.
I'll just
Henry,
say
last pick.
a cabin
Cabin.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sure.
in general out there.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. You're trying to take Mountain away, but no, that's fine. Okay, Ryan.
I don't think so. Okay.
Yeah. Damn,
Man,
those
I'm down
bad
to
picks.
2 here.
That's 2 I just totally screwed
Give me
up.
the last one because I don't have any.
I'm going to take.
Hit us with thumbs up when you're tuning in.
I'm going to take Dive Bar.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, bad one, but okay. Yeah, here
I know the
need
guy
one.
that wears
Yeah,
a
give me-
collar
give
on
me-
the shirt every day doesn't like drinking at a dive bar, but a lot of people.
I actually go to dive bars often. Give me a patio. Yeah, thank you, here. That was a good final one. Yep. It's different than rooftop.
I should have taken camping instead of cabin. I should have taken boat instead of river.
I should have done park.
damn
That
it.
would have been a good one. Yep.
One
There
that
we go.
one
Yeah.
that we really missed. My number one honorable mention: Party.
Yeah,
At a party.
that crossed my mind.
Wow, we really messed up.
That crossed my mind.
I had it in the bag since the 3rd round,
Damn,
and
you
I just
just
liked my
forgot?
other picks better.
Damn.
I was thinking skiing too. But I was like, I don't think.
yeah.
It's a good one, but I don't know if
Yeah.
Another one everybody missed. Parade.
Parade drink.
Yeah. You
thing
guys really
is-
messed
I'm
that up.
pretty seasoned in that too.
I know, but a lot of people aren't.
I know.
All right, we
Well,
got to wrap up. We're being kicked out.
Beer garden, wedding
Do they even have
reception.
those?
Wedding, yeah. Wow, there was
Oh,
so. Let's do
wedding.
round 2 next week. Let's not.
Wow.
What about as a celebrity guest?
Oh, wow.
Celebrity guest drinks.
On the
Hey, enjoy
podcast.
your
Open
weekend.
bar.
Open bar is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it
That's
is.
what it is,
Damn.
yeah.
Wow.
Enjoy that, Ryan. Enjoy your peak.
Thank you guys.
We'll see you on Monday when you're coming downhill.
I'll let you know what it's like to come down the mountain.
Oh, yikes.
See you guys later.